Yep, Cemetery Hill right up there.
All right, so as we're looking down here.
Yeah.
All right, so the Confederates are trying to come up over here.
Yep.
They want to rush this valley here.
Yep, they want to get to the road. Yep.
Get to the road, okay.
Yep. And you've got guys all up there. Your cousin is up there.
Yep.
Lieutenant James Stewart is up there with his cannons. And basically all along this ridge here, up to there, you've got guys posted like down there, like all around this thing, up to there. So there's an area where Confederates kind of can come up here, but then they're getting shot on all sides. They're getting shot from up on Cemetery Hill and up on here. All right, so.
Let me ask you this, so
yeah.
how do they decide? So if I'm back there,
yeah,
I definitely am farther removed from the front lines.
Right.
How did the Ohio Valley Infantry pretty much become the front line?
They were marched up there.
I mean, that's just kind of
marched up there and put into place.
Put into place.
Yeah, early on July 2nd, and they were told, you know, General Greene, place your men and hold that hill. And he would get up there and go, okay, put the infantry down here, set up all there, put the cannons here, you guys get set up. So you'll see, you come this way, you'll see what they're doing over a couple hours is taking everything they can and just making this ground more defensible. They're putting up any kind of defenses they can, rocks, they're digging. So by the time the Confederates do attack, they're pretty well set up here.
Yeah.
And you'll see the actual, the trench back here.
Flank markers.
Yep, flank markers, there you go. Okay, so this is what's left of the trench. Can you see the ground right here? And you can see right here, that would be, this is where they would be, fighting like this. Okay, this was deeper. Don't forget, all this would have been deeper. This is filled in. But this is, you can see, they would have had logs up on here and rocks and anything they could to build that up. But the whole thing goes right up, all the way up the hill to the top there. So this is their defensive line to fight off the Confederates.
So the Confederates were coming up all through there, up here.
Yep.
Pretty much. And
yep.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah.
Flank marker. 2nd Wisconsin.
Yep, Badgers.
Regiment. July 2nd and 3rd.
Yep. July 2nd and 3rd they were here, yep. The 2nd Wisconsin Infantry Regiment was an infantry regiment that served in the Union Army during the American Civil War. It spent most of the war as a member of the famous Iron Brigade of the Army of the Potomac. It suffered the largest number of casualties as a percentage of its total enlistment of any Union Army unit in the war. Perhaps the regiment's finest hour came at Gettysburg, where it lost 77% of its strength. In stubborn fighting on McPherson's Ridge during the Iron Brigade's lengthy action on July 1st, 1863, where it assaulted McPherson's Woods and drove back a brigade under the command of James J. Archer, capturing most of his brigade, and Archer himself was captured by Patrick Maloney. A young Irishman in the 2nd, Patrick would be awarded the Medal of Honor for his actions. Sadly, Patrick Maloney would not live to see the sunrise of July 2nd. The 2nd would be counterattacked in the late afternoon and would be forced back, but not without putting up a stubborn fight. Colonel Fairchild lost an arm due to a severe wound, and most of the line officers went down as well. The regiment reformed on Culp's Hill and entrenched for the rest of the battle. Although the 2nd Wisconsin was able to replenish some of its losses, it was never the same fighting force again. think we need to put this in the ground. There we go. There we go. Look at what they had to climb through to try to get up to.
That's, yeah.
You know? Yeah,
although it does give good opportunity for cover as you're coming up.
Yes, it does. This is what you want to defend, a spot like this.